Question for you. What's the hardest day in any training program out there? A lot of us would probably say leg day, right? Nope, that's not the hardest day. The hardest day of any training program is rest day. Now, at first, that might sound kind of funny. Why would rest day be the hardest day of a training program? You just do nothing and rest, right? But that's exactly the problem. The hard part is doing nothing and resting. See, for many of us, training isn't just about making gains. It's about working hard and then enjoying the results of that hard work. It gives a lot of us meaning and purpose throughout our day. So when we are having a rest day, we feel like we're missing out on that meaning and purpose. Unfortunately, our bodies didn't quite get the memo. See, our bodies need that rest and recovery, otherwise we can end up not making gains, or we can end up taking a trip aboard the pain train, and that's really depressing because then we can't train at all. So what can we do to keep rest day more enjoyable and actually restful so that we can keep making gains, we can stay out of pain, and we can get aboard the gain train? Well, the first thing you can do is some low intensity cardio. Remember, rest day does not equal sedentary day. You don't have to do absolutely zero physical activity on your rest day. In fact, you probably shouldn't do zero physical activity because that probably wouldn't be good for your health. What you can do instead is some low intensity activity. So for example, that might be going for a walk in the morning and around solar noon so that you can train your body's circadian rhythm. That's just a fancy way of saying your internal clock, so your body knows what time of day it is, and so you can sleep better at night that night. Another thing you can do is practice your sports or movement if you have either of those on your rest days. So if you practice handstands, that might be the day where you work on your handstand technique. If you are a rock climber, you can go and practice your rock climbing technique at the gym. Whichever it is, you can practice your movements and sports on those rest days as well. A third thing to do is to find some other sort of project to work on. Remember how earlier I said that a lot of us get a lot of meaning and a feeling of progress from our workout days? Well, what you can do is find something else to improve at so that you still are getting that feeling of progress each day. That could be anything. You could go learn a new language, you could go learn how to craft something, whatever you're into. Find something that interests you and practice improving on that as well as getting aboard the gain train, and you'll feel better and better on those rest days. Por ejemplo, estoy aprendiendo español. That's what I do on my rest days. And fourth, you can find a relaxing hobby, something that you can do but that doesn't take energy from you. So for example, training is fun, but training is also kind of draining. You can't train all day, you'll end up in pain by the end of the day. But what you can do is find some sort of hobby that you can do for quite a while that can stave off boredom. Something like reading, gaming, whatever you're into. Those can all help to keep you from getting bored and make rest day more enjoyable. If you add those 4 tips in, I guarantee that over time, your rest day will become more bearable, more enjoyable, and before you know it, rest day will no longer be the hardest day in your workout program.